Hello, this is the tutorial for the WordTCA practice test. I will show you the skills you need to know to complete the task for this portion of the TCA. This tutorial is made in the 2016 version of Microsoft on a Mac, but the skills shown can be done on a PC and in other versions of Microsoft in a similar way. First, I will begin by showing you how to change the orientation of the page. To do that, I come to my Layout tab and I click the Orientation button and change the orientation from Portrait to Landscape. Then to change my margins, I come to the Margins button, drop down to Custom Margins, and type in the numbers of the margins I need. So I need 2 inches on the top, and I click OK. And then to put my document into columns, I come to the Columns button and click the number of columns that I want to have in the document. And then to copy and paste my text, I come to the Content website and I highlight the text that I need to copy and paste. So I'm going to start with this amount, and then I'm going to right-click on the text and click Copy. Then I come to my document, right-click my document, and click Paste. And now this is an important thing to pay attention to. Notice how there's a gray background behind my text. It's because it's keeping the source formatting from the website. So to get rid of this, there are 2 ways. So the first way, I will highlight my text and come up here to Clear All Formatting. It's this button, and I just click it, and it gets rid of all the formatting from the website and just gives me the text. Now I'm going to change my text to be what I want it to be. So there's 2 ways to do this. I come to the font drop down and I can look for my font by scrolling, or I can just type it in. And I'm just going to type it in. So Georgia, and then I'm going to click Enter. And now my font has been changed. And then to change my font size, I just come over here right to the right of the fonts and click the font size drop down and make it what I need to be. To make a bulleted list, I come to the text that I need to make into the list. Sorry, that was very redundant. And I'm going to click Enter, so there's a space, and then I come up here and I click Bullet. And then I just move my cursor before each word and click Enter to create the rest of the list. And then to get rid of bullets, you just click the Delete button. Simple. Now I'm going to change the color of my text by highlighting my text and then coming up here to the font color drop down. I'm going to make it the color I need it to be. Then to insert a table, make sure you get your cursor where you need it to be. You go to the Insert tab, click the Insert Table, and then you move your cursor over the size of the table that you need it to be. So you can make it a 3x5, but I need it to be a 2x2. So I just click that, and now I have my table. Now I'm going to insert the text I need there. So I'm going to highlight it, and then to copy it this time, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut. So on a Mac, that shortcut is Command-C, and on a PC, it's Control-C. And then I come to my document, and then I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut for pasting, which on a Mac is Command-V, and on a PC it is Control-V, as in Valentine. And now I want to remove this source formatting so it can match the rest of my text. So I'm going to come to this clipboard, which is the pasting options, and I'm going to keep text only. And a nice feature about the 2016 Word is when you click to keep the text, it automatically matches the text that you're pasting into the rest of the document. If you're on the other versions, you have to kind of mess with it a little to change the fonts to be what you need so it all matches. So I'm going to finish up my table. And now I have my text formatted to match the example. And now I'm going to make a headline title, and this is way different than a header. And so to do this, I am going to go to the Insert tab and draw a text box. And I want to appear in this space where I've created it, and it's going to move it down. And that's okay, it's just setting to the default. So to change this, I'm going to come up to the Arrange button, which, because my window is smaller, these things are not in the toolbar right here. So I'm just going to click Arrange, and I'm going to find my wrap text. And that's what you need to find. All the versions have a shape format where you can choose how to wrap the text. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to change it to be tight, and then fix the position on the page so I can move it where I want it. And there, my text box is now where I need it to be. If I click inside, my cursor will appear, and I'm going to change it to be centered, and I need to change where the text ends up being. So there's top, middle, and bottom, and I need it placed in the middle of my text box. And now I'm going to type my title. And now I'm going to change it to be the font and the font size and color that I need it to be. So I'm going to search for it. I'm going to make it bigger, and then I want to bold it. So the bold, italicize, and underline are underneath your fonts. So here's bold, and now I'm going to change the color to be blue. So to move into the next column, I'm going to hit Enter. And now I'm going to save my picture and insert it into that part of the document. So I'm going to come up here to my picture on the content website, right-click it, and save the image as. And I want to save it on my desktop. Now I can insert the picture from my files, and it inserts it into my document. Now I'm going to format under the picture format that appears when I have a picture. I'm going to wrap it to be tight, and I'm going to fix the position on the page so that way I can move it how I want. And honestly, when it comes to wrapping text, you just have to play with it to get it to make what you want it. It just takes a few tries and you can figure it out. Next, I want to insert some shapes. So I'm going to come down to my shapes and find what I want. So I want this cloud, and it's going to be about that big, thereabouts. Now to fix this one, I need to change it to be in front of text, and then I need to move it because it needs to be in front of my picture. So I can move it to be about there. Let me just check the example. Yep, maybe a little bit higher. And now to change it so the tail is facing the direction I want, I just come until it makes this little triangle, and then I can just move the tail to be what I want it to be. And then to change the color and outline of the picture of the shape, I'm going to come up here to Shape Fill and click what I want it to be. And then it's going to save this until I need to change it again. And then to add text, I just click inside and I start typing what I want it to be. I love science. And the default, because the shape was originally blue, or whatever color, is going to be light. So I just highlight my text and I come up here to Text Fill and click black. And then I can change it to be the font I need it to be. So I need it to be Times New Roman. I need it to be a bit bigger. Well, it looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger than that. And I forgot to capitalize this like it shows on the example, so I'm just going to fix that. And there we go. The next shape I'm going to do is going to be a star, so I'm going to find my star. You kind of have to look around sometimes, and then you just drag it to be what you need it to be. And it's okay that at first it moves it to this position on the second page. You just have to text wrap it. So you come down to the wrap text button, and I need it to be tight. And for this one, looks like I don't have to move it, but I might want to so I can get it down a little lower. So I just move the position on the page. Now I'm going to change my color to yellow, black, and I'm going to type what I need. Join the Science Club. Now I'm going to highlight my text so I can actually see it to be black. I'm going to go and make it the same font as the other shape. So that's going to be Times New Roman. And now I'm just going to mess with the size. So I think, let's try 18. Up a little too big. Sometimes you have to do a combination. So I need it to be 18. I'm just going to make it a little smaller. Recenter it. And there we go. It looks like the one on the example. And now for the final skill, I need to make a hyperlink. So I'm going to highlight the word that I want to hyperlink, and I'm going to right click it. And then I drop down to hyperlink, and then I type in the address I need to have it hyperlinked to. And then I click OK. And now it's changed the color, and if I hover over it, it shows my URL. And if I want to check it, I just right click, go to hyperlink, and then open the hyperlink. And that's the website I need. And it's okay that it changes the color. That's normal, it just shows that you've clicked on it. And now as I look through my text and the steps and the example, it looks like I have everything ready to go. And when you go to the TCA, there will be an extra thing or extra few things that you may not know how to do. And for that you can use Google, and yeah, there's the practice. These are the skills you need to know. And good luck.